Well, Jack, a really interesting day today.
Yeah, I think that obviously, you visited here not long ago in the Cup, and there wasn't as much excitement in that game as certainly there was today. I think the game was fairly open at times. I think there was a number of opportunities for both teams, and while I'm disappointed to drop points, naturally having been a goal behind in the game going into the latter stages, I'm pleased to get something from it.
Yes, it was a really speedy performance by your forwards. Your midfield supports very quickly as well. I think that was quite a shock for the United fans.
Yeah, a few weeks ago we introduced a couple of young players in Kevin McAllister and Kevin McGuinness, and they have a real good pace and energy about them, and Lewis Morgan and Stevie Mallon have that, and they've been in good form recently, so we know they will have that threat now, which helps us, but they're young players who've still got a lot to learn in the game, so we know they'll make mistakes and we know they'll make wrong decisions, but I'm happy with that as long as they can show me that pace, energy and desire they are and attacking third.
Defensively though, you're very strong as well. You've got a good central unit as well. You've got people like Irvin there. I mean, you're really good, strong players.
Yeah, look, I think this squad is probably underachieved so far this season, but this league is a difficult league. Even beforehand, I know the difficulty facing United today. I know the calibre of player that they have within the group. I know they're capable of producing moments of magic that they get with the goal, and Paul finishes it well because he's a proven player at a higher level as well. So, we feel as if we've got a decent group here, but to put together a successful run in this league is very challenging.
Did their heads go down just a little bit in the run up to the goal after missing the penalty?
Yeah, possibly, because I think it's natural that emotionally you probably feel as if you've scored almost. I know you still got to do that, but more often than not people score penalties, so perhaps there's that feeling of deflation. But they have to deal with that, it's part of football. It'd be probably rocked for a little period after that, and to be fair here, they've obviously taken advantage of it, scoring a good goal. Our response, I thought was good. I thought we responded well. Obviously we caused the sending off and positive play as well, and thereafter I thought our desire to try and get something from the game was good.
Goal when it came was a good header into the net again, and again bringing on John Sutton there. He just tends to score goals. Yeah, look, he was disappointed not to start, but I asked him for that type of reaction and he did that, and it was a really good delivery from David Clarkson. It needed to be something good because I thought he had defended very, very well through the course of the game, and then when they go to 10 men they have to defend desperately at times. It's naturally what happens, but they did that well as well, so it needed to be something good from us in terms of delivery and the finish, and it was. Now that's a good few results you've started to stack together. That must bode well for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's a start for us. It's a start. We're still in a difficult position, but we know that if we can replicate 7 points from 9 in the 3 game periods, if you like, over the coming months, then we'll climb the table. But it's not an easy thing to do, as I mentioned, and I'm always aware that the other teams that we are trying to catch are capable of picking up points, as they're doing at the moment as well.
Psychologically, they seem to have turned a corner though. There's a different attitude.
Yeah, I think the belief's increasing with them. I think their confidence levels are higher. I think also that what's the important thing is I think the supporters here are responding to what they're seeing on the park. I think they're recognising there's a team playing there with a desire and a commitment. Still make mistakes at times, but there's a real desire and commitment about them, and the supporters have responded to that. I thought they did again today. I thought there was a good atmosphere in the stadium. We need to keep feeding them that. That comes from our performance levels, but I'm confident now that the group are certainly getting there.
Well, that was a really exciting match today. A 1-1 draw. You weren't too happy with things, and I saw you going across to the fans. Can you tell me what this was about? I know they gave you a great round of applause.
Well, first of all, our fans were magnificent, and I've got to say it was nothing to do with St Mirren fans. I was celebrating with my fans. St Mirren supported their own team fantastically well today, but I had to find out if it was as clear as I thought that it was a bye kick when they gave a corner on the lead up to the goal. Because I certainly know the foul on Paddy Boyle was really clear. It's 10 yards from the linesman. It's a clear foul. You're hanging on there with 10 men in those two decisions. It was bewildering today. I felt all game, and I don't, as you know, I don't really talk about them the rest much. I got on great with them all now, but it was just today those decisions were very, very poor, and it's cost our players 2 points.
Yes, making it clear to people who are watching in on this, Nicky Devlin seemed to smack the ball off the attacker straight out.
Well, I couldn't believe it was as clear as it looked from here, but it was. You can see it. We just 500 fan whatever, and they all went up and says, "How can that run it?" And then it was just near the end of the game. The boys nearly caught the ball and they never gave a handball, and they gave one against us in the first half. I like that. So yeah, a lot of those things went against it. They were nothing against St Mirren or Jack or his team. They competed well, and that draw was probably fair, but we feel a wee bit robbed because of those decisions.
St Mirren came at us quite quite strongly all the way through the match. In fact, their wing play speedy down there. But you coped with it. They didn't really create many chances.
No, they didn't have many chances. Greg's made a great save from a long shot. And when you examine the chances we had, Conrad's got to score. We hit the bar. We one cleared off the line. You know, with Gary Harkins is so close to just going to stroke one in the net. We had the better chances in the game with that, there's no doubt.
We had some talk from some people there saying that looking up at the first half, Gary Harkins was probably clipped inside the penalty area as he was about to take a shot as well.
Well, I never saw that one, and you know, their penalty is a 50-50 shot. I'm not sure, I'll need to see that again, but a lot of the players reckon Jamie was very unlucky to set off, but I think these days, you know, it certainly wasn't a goal scoring opportunity because with players there, but you know, I think you've got to run the risk of being sent off.
Very similar really to Paul Kearney's free throws. That was a good one.
I don't think the foul was as bad as that one either, but you know, he did it and he was sent off. But we were just so manful after that and restricted things, and you know, they have got a couple of boys. The young boy Malik can shoot from distance, and they didn't really create, and it was a magnificent effort from our players. I really feel for them because it just seems because we're united in this league, coming to established clubs, you know, we're not seeming to get a rubber green at times. I mean, today was a prime example because their goal wouldn't have scored the goal with the referee and the lights on the top.
Darryl Megan as well seems to, is it a hamstring or something?
No, I think it's his knee, so we'll just need to see how that is Tuesday.
He did want to continue to play for a long period.
I think it looks like a ligament to me. It looks like a block tackle ligament, and that might be 2 or 3 weeks. But we'll see. I'm not sure yet.
So you've got 2 players out now, really, and we're in a difficult position. I think that drops us down to second bottom at the moment, but it doesn't.
Dumbarton
won up at Falkirk, so it makes it quite difficult for us, and it really doesn't show what we've done in terms of playing.
No, listen, you see where we are. You've got to judge where we are at the end of the season. You know, I think we're on the same points as Dunfermline. We're 6 points here as Mirren. I didn't realise Dunbarton were above us. I thought we were on the same points as them. And there's other teams in and around us, so we need to go and make sure we win next week.
Next week it's a very big match.
Listen, they're all big. They're all big matches. Doesn't matter who we play. We can beat anybody, and you know, we can compete with anybody. So we've got to give our best.
Now you're talking about the fans there, 441, I think, something like that down there today. Really would like to see Somerset Park. Christmas Eve, let's get down there because we need the shouting.
Yeah, absolutely, our fans were fantastic today. Absolutely fantastic, and we know we can create a great atmosphere at Somerset. And you know, I said to the players today, we kind of look back. We know how the game went against Rafe. We know how we went against the D9. But ultimately, you know, we'll do 1 point out of those games, so we can forget about that and move forward and move on.
Are you looking for another striker?
Yes.
Have you got one in mind?
I've got a few, but time will tell on that one.
So you're not going to give us any?
No.